Hello, regards to you all from the core of my heart. This presentation is for the Canadian Women for Women in Afghanistan Annual Symposium. Today, I will be introducing LEARN Afghanistan to you all. There are many questions and a lot to cover, but today we will try to keep it as simple as possible. To begin with, I would like to speak about who we are and what LEARN Afghanistan does. LEARN is a non-profit organization that is working on creating a positive difference for the people of Afghanistan. The work that is done at LEARN aims to provide a thorough approach to solving some of Afghan society's most pressing issues, like education through innovation. LEARN strives to use innovation to make a difference and solve problems. The main goal is to provide high-quality education to all children, especially girls in Afghanistan, that have the lowest literacy rate in the country. LEARN aims to provide possibilities for individuals and communities, especially those communities at risk. Thus, our work includes enhancing community resources, especially for women and youth, and empowering them through programs that include mentorship, skill building, and capacity building. In short, we can say that LEARN Afghanistan is dedicated to innovation in education. LEARN Afghanistan was launched and began its work in 2018. Ever since it has begun, the area of work and ongoing projects included teacher trainings, raising awareness, educating and aiding, maternal health care, menstrual hygiene, mental health care, community schools for rural and conflict zone areas, emergency relief in time of crisis, and aid for crisis situations, and of course, nonetheless, digital literacy. We operate in southern Afghanistan, like provinces like Zabul, Kandahar, Helmand, and so on. You must be wondering, who is behind all of this and who is the founder of LEARN Afghanistan? The founder is none other than Pashtana Durrani, a 23-year-old political science student from Afghanistan. So why LEARN Afghanistan? Why education? And why education through innovation? Well, let's talk some numbers. Did you know that only 37% of adolescent girls in Afghanistan are literate, compared to 66% of adolescent boys? Women have a literacy rate of 19% in Afghanistan, whereas men have a literacy rate of 49%. These numbers indicate how low the literacy rate in Afghanistan is for both women and men. And it also shows how much work is needed in sectors of education in Afghanistan. You see, even the most optimistic data show that the percentage of Afghan girls in education has never risen much above 50%. And this is a very sad reality of education, especially for girls in Afghanistan. To understand why this organization focuses so much on education through innovation and digital literacy is to understand what the barriers to education in Afghanistan are, to explore what the barriers to education are in Afghanistan. You might be surprised to hear this, but there are still areas in Afghanistan that have no schools. And there are still areas in Afghanistan that girls and boys don't have access to education. And the few areas that have schools and girls and boys have access to education, there are many other cultural barriers that prevent them from going to school. And there are many security issues that prevent them from going to school. And then there are many other problems like continued conflict, no governance, and continuous security problems for them to go to school. That is why it is very essential for us to work towards education in Afghanistan. and for us to build more schools, more community schools in Afghanistan, to think of more ways, better ways to implement new policies and to bring new ideas to the table for education in Afghanistan. And that is why LEARN Afghanistan aims at building resources in communities through innovation. In the end, I'd like to thank you all for listening, paying attention, and giving time to LEARN Afghanistan. Now I'll leave you all to enjoy a few pictures from our organization. Thank you.